Hi, my name is Jorge Fajardo, and I will be showing you my prototype of my Miss Pac-Man game board, and what I've done. I will be presenting in the MDA format, so I'd like to start off by explaining the mechanics a bit to everyone. It will be playable up to 2 to 5 players, as you see. The one player will always have to be Miss Pac-Man, and the others will represent the ghost enemies. The purpose of the game is to get around the entire board and collect every single pellet without getting eaten by the ghosts. The player representing Miss Pac-Man will roll a singular dice to determine how many spaces the player will advance to the direction of their choosing. And then the players representing the ghosts will actually have to roll 2 dice. One will determine how many spaces they will advance, just like the previous Miss Pac-Man dice. But the other one is a special game dice that I've created that actually has directional sides to it, and they will spin that to see in which direction the ghost will randomly move the opposing players. However, the players that do have the ghosts have a wild side to the dice to it. So that means that they can choose to which direction they want to move, adding another element to the gameplay. And then Miss Pac-Man will have 3 lives in total to attempt to complete the game board. And again, if the ghosts catch Miss Pac-Man, the ghosts win, ultimately restarting the game. There will be 4 random fruits in which the players can place at the beginning of the match randomly across the board. And if the player that is representing Miss Pac-Man at the time is able to collect all the fruit throughout the game, they will actually be able to gain an extra life. And finally, the player also representing Miss Pac-Man, if every time they consume one of the bigger pellets, they will be able to roll the same dice again to see if they to advance an extra additional amount of spaces. When it comes to the dynamics of the game, I would say the wild card element to the ghosts definitely brings in a different dynamic because, it's not completely random like the game. Like, they will be able to chase you in some sort of format. I believe that the player playing as this Pac-Man will actually have to determine the best route to get around in such a limited space, especially if the ghost players work together to basically corner off Miss Pac-Man. And another dynamic could be the players trying to block off the fruits and whatnot so Miss Pac-Man isn't able to regain her extra life or the extra rerolls with the bigger pellets. As far as the aesthetics go, I did it as if more or less a copy of the Miss Pac-Man game that is originally for the arcade, because it's an easy game to master. It has really nice aesthetics. I think the pixel element of it added on to like the board game aspect is really unique. The dice, I really enjoyed creating the directional dice because I think it's really unique, and I haven't seen many people do that either. And now I'll be showing you some of how the game is played. So Miss Pac-Man will begin right here, and she will move spots, and obviously she'll move around the entire board depending on what she rolls, with these little dice. This is the number dice right here. Obviously, the pellets will be able to be removed to know which ones you've already consumed with the original board game. And as I show you here, just grab a fruit. It'll be much smaller, of course, as well. You just place them all around the board, no problem. And all the little ghost players will all begin in the center. It will take them 1 move to get out, and then they'll go around trying to chase around Miss Pac-Man and consume her. And that is all that my game really consists of. Thank you so much.